All right, welcome back to this week's show. I want to just say something that we all know that we're all wearing the same thing, and there's a reason is because we're recording it all on the same day.
No, it's totally our uniform.
So hopefully next week's we'll be wearing something different.
I swear, I'm just gonna wear the same shirt.
Oh, that's true. We should always wear the same thing.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like,
Wait,
it's
do you
like
guys have several of the same shirt?
Yeah.
No. Who has that? You have the same thing?
No.
Do you guys have the same shirts?
I'll just wash it on day off.
No.
Okay. Anyways, okay. So this week we're going to be talking about a few kind of racy things and a few things that will kind of raise some, hopefully not too racial discussions. But the first one we're going to talk about is related to an Airbnb host that was in the news a couple months ago. So she essentially rejected a host or a guest because she was Asian. So she was recorded sending an email saying, "I wouldn't rent to you if you were the last person on earth," in one word saying it all, Asian. And then there was some discussion going back and forth, and she eventually, the host of it eventually followed up and said, "It's why we have Trump, and I will not allow this country to be told what to do by foreigners." So she's, just very racist. There's some follow-up to this. So this happened a couple months ago. They went through court, and California basically punished her for a couple different things. So there's a list of things, but the things that I found are pretty funny are that she has to take a college level course for Asian American studies. She has to take perform volunteer service with civil rights organizations, and then there's a whole bunch of other things. But what do you guys think of this whole scenario?
I like to add that the racist lady, she actually canceled the Airbnb thing as the tenant. I can't think of
Yes.
what. As a guest was approaching, so it wasn't like 3 days in advance. It was as she was approaching her place. She canceled it. Yeah.
So she just wanted.
It was last minute.
Yeah, that's true.
But-
You could totally cancel a bit in advance.
Yeah.
But because straight up, she just wanted to be hurtful to this individual.
Yeah, that's how you would do it though.
Because
someone on their way up.
and she would just want to flat out say, just to show that she's racist as well. Because she could have easily said, "I don't want to rent it to these certain type of groups." Like, remember back then when I had my was it with us? There are sometimes when, let's say if you're planning a bachelor party,
Mm-hmm.
and you flat out told them, we're a bunch of guys on a bachelor weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
The host will say, "No, I don't want to rent to people who's going to
But
party."
with all given respect for the host, I think that's a valid reason.
Yeah, that's a valid reason. So if she just made something like that, she would have been clear.
Mm-hmm.
But she flat out just said,
Oh, I see. So
Asian.
you're saying it's a very easily
Yeah.
excusable scenario instead of
"Yeah,"
having
but
to say
no,
you're
but she
Asian.
wanted to be hurtful.
Yeah, that's true.
So she straight up, she deserved this,
Mhm.
right?
I think it's pretty funny though that she has to take a course. Like overall, I think the judge kind of is because come on, is that really gonna help? But it's just kind of waste this person's time.
Like taking the Asian course, maybe she'll become an expert at being even more of a racist.
She has
Because she has more knowledge that she can
More
make fun of now.
ammunition,
Yeah. Like, how does this even help? Is she gonna? They're not gonna teach her the Asians in China or they suffered at this time. She's not gonna feel sorry for us after that. She's gonna be like, "I could talk about this."
She has the cultural history of everything,
Yeah.
so she's gonna
So,
know.
she's an expert at being a racist,
Mhm.
right?
You think though it was justifiable for pay $5,000 in damages, go to take courses? You think there's anything else that the judge should have told her to do?
I don't think I don't think this is gonna be like jail time or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is racism, but I don't think this is that bad. It's super. Actually, no, it is pretty bad. Where am I going with this? This is it's pretty bad, but this kind of punishment is what I kind of expected.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for her, this is probably gonna be worse than going to jail because now she's stuck with Asians and.
Well, if she lives in a community full of racists, then it's not gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she lives in California, so there's so many Asians there.
California is pretty good with multiculturalism.
Yeah.
Because they have UCLA there, right? So UCLA
Yeah.
is a super Asian university there.
Yeah, San Fran's practically Markham.
Yeah, basically.
She probably need to move to the south.
Yeah, but I wish there was more information given, because I wonder if she got kicked out of Airbnb and what happened.
I'm quite certain Airbnb is
Yeah.
probably going to get rid of her.
Like,
Yeah.
She'll probably just start a new account.
Yeah.
I don't know how Airbnb works, but that's what I'm assuming.
You never
She
used
just started-
Airbnb before?
No. I as the host.
Oh, as the host. Oh, yeah,
right?
okay.
Like everyone knows is like you just rent whatever, but that criteria to start an account, whatever, is like how what do you have to go through to become a host? Like in Toronto, there's a whole bunch of new stuff that the host has to go through. Something about they need to live in the same area of the house being rented out now. And,
Really?
I think
Oh,
so.
that's-
I don't know.
Wait, I think in Toronto the thing they're trying to propose is that the host has to live in with the.
I think in this
Oh, so
area,
yeah, in the
they don't
area.
have
Oh,
to
so they
live
can't just like buy a house and use that house as
Yeah.
a rental
Yeah.
straight with Airbnb.
like 3 cities away. You can't
Yeah.
do that anymore.
So
I
you
think they
can't-
have to be in the same city.
So for us, like they can't just buy a cottage up north and then
Yep.
kind of rent that out
I
as
don't
through
believe
Airbnb.
so.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna change a lot of things.
Yeah, the government's trying to control all these type of social media created type of lifestyle, like Uber is being controlled, Airbnb.
That's gonna raise the prices though, won't it? Because that's pretty like hard to, because then like you have to live there.
I'll put them on equal grounds
Yeah.
with all the other.
Rental things.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's all it really is. That's what the government's trying to do, because all these other businesses that once ruled, now they're becoming disadvantaged because of these unregulated type of systems.
Wait, so how does Airbnb filter the host? How do they do criminal checks, or do they?
Probably.
Yeah, that's the thing
Yeah.
I don't
What
know
else?
about.
When I applied to this was way back in the day when I applied to be the kind of the guest, they actually required my driver's license. I don't know how it is now, but they
No.
actually needed my information, so I don't know what they did with that.
I don't recall
I-
getting my driver's license.
I don't recall that. I think recently when I went to LA, I stayed at Airbnb as well. It was like pretty straightforward. I just contacted the guy. He okayed me, and then that was basically it.
Oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty good then. Yeah, because that's how it is now. Like I always look for those lightning deals,
Yep.
like where you just click the thing and then you don't have to send a message like, "Hey, how's it going? My friends and I are coming to blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
I like the ones where just like you click an instant book. Like it's just
Yeah.
so much easier that way.
I think with Airbnb and like stuff like Uber is also very based on your rating system, and I'm pretty sure if you are hosting with both Uber and Airbnb, they do background checks on you just to make sure there's nothing shady. This lady, she's probably just never gonna go back there. They're gonna blacklist her address and
She'll probably just
GG.
go on another program like FlipKey or something.
There's other things.
Yeah, like
Flipkey?
FlipKey is one of them.
Oh, I didn't know those.
Or if
No.
it's a cottage, then it's called in Ontario. This one called Cottage Portal.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called. This is a whole bunch. I remember one of them that we rented back then. It was actually we did it on the side. I
Yeah.
hope I don't get that guy in trouble. We did it on the side, but if we had rented through FlipKey, it would have been $100 more because I guess
Oh,
that's
like
the fee.
service fees, yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
fee they have to pay the whoever controls the website.
I see.
Yeah, I see. Okay. All right. Well.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, and here are a few more videos for you to watch. If you have any burning questions you'd like us to answer or different issues you want us to talk about, leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to hit the circular icon in the middle to subscribe to our channel, and make sure to head over to our website and follow all of our social media accounts.